love fam? Welcome back to my channel. We're all about positivity, self-development, love, and all things in that vicinity. In today's video, we are doing another Sunday story time. You know what? I actually make an intro just for Sunday story time videos. What do you guys think about that? I think I should do that. I'm gonna get that going, but not right now because I actually don't know how to do that. It's just an idea that just popped into my mind, so yeah. But today we're doing another story time, and today's story time is going to be about the time that I got proposed to. Now y'all see I got no ring on my finger right now, so clearly your girl did not get married and your girl did not say yes. But this is a very, very interesting and crazy story, and I just thought I would share it. Plus I put a poll on Twitter and Instagram, and y'all said this is the one y'all want to hear, so this is the one y'all gonna hear. If you're new to this channel, then go ahead and subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever that I post. Don't know if that's right. If you do not turn on your notification bell, then there's a very good chance that you will not get notified when I post videos. I post Sunday story times every single Sunday. Sometimes you'll get a vlog on Sunday instead. And I do self-development girl boss videos on Wednesdays and Fridays, entrepreneur tips, all that good stuff. So if you're a girl boss or a boss period, you know, these videos will be helpful for you. And you'll be following along with my girl boss journey as well. So if you're not new to this channel, then thank you. Welcome back. Thank you for loving me as much as I love you. And yeah, let's get into the video. So basically, this is a new guy for relationship horror stories. This is a new guy. He will probably get the most relationship horror stories because this is probably my most ridiculous, toxic, horrible relationship ever. So we're gonna give him a name. You guys are gonna remember this name because we're gonna be talking about him a lot. And what did I say his name is gonna be? Leon. His name is gonna be Leon. So please remember this name because you're gonna hear it a lot for relationship horror stories. But this one actually isn't even nearly as bad as any of the other ones, but it was an interesting thing that happened. Me and him dated on and off for years. Like, and when I say on and off, I mean like on and then off. Like, we would be broken up for long periods of time and then get back together. Toxic stuff would happen, terrible things, yada yada. Then long periods of being broken up. I'd be dating other people, everything. He'd be dating other people. And this particular time when this situation occurred, me and him actually weren't together, and we hadn't been together in like 6 months. And to this day, Leon will, if he sees me or hears that I'm around, he'll send me a text message or a message on Facebook or Instagram or something, whatever way he can contact me, because I blocked him on everything. So he'll find a way to contact me to be like, oh, you know we're meant to be together. You know that we're going to get married. This is to this day. The last time I heard from him was actually last year. But, you know, he still goes, you know, we're meant to be together. Whoever the dude you with, he ain't nothing. I'll beat his little tail. You know, threatening my boyfriend, always doing that. Just I got so many stories. Like, y'all just don't even know. So this particular time, he texted me. And this was, we hadn't been together in like 6 months, maybe even more. And I was talking to somebody else, but I wasn't dating anybody. And he reached out to me and he was like, I'm really sorry for everything that we've been through, for everything that I've done to you, and so on and so forth. And I was like, okay, cool, because I was friends with a lot of my exes. You know, I don't ever trip. You know, we break up. That doesn't mean I hate you unless you like really did me dirty. And even then, a lot of times I'm still cool with you. We just not ever going to be together again. So I said, cool, that's fine. You know, I'm sorry too, because I did a lot of crazy stuff in that relationship. And, you know, we were just like, let's just start over. Let's just be friends. Let's just be cool. We don't have to date, nothing like that. So we were talking for a while. We've been cool, you know, never hung out. And then one day he like randomly texted me. I was like, yo, meet me at the mall right now. Really important. I'm thinking something's wrong. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like rushing down to the mall, you know, just me and him. He was like, don't bring nobody, just me and you type stuff. So I'm like, okay, we're going to the mall. We're just going to talk. We're going to chill or whatever. And I'm going to get to bottom whatever's wrong with him. I'll talk to him about it. And then I get there and he's sitting there and he's quiet. And he's kind of like nervous and he's like shaking. And I'm like, what's wrong? What happened? Like, I'm trying to get him to talk to me. He's like, yo, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. So I'm chilling. I'm like, all right, well, I'll give you a minute then. So I remembered a few days before this, I had told him that I was going to go get my nails done. And he was like, don't go get your nails done. Bet. And I was like, what does that mean? What's bet? And he was like, he said, no, don't worry about it. It's cool that you're going to get your nails done. That's really good. I was like, yeah, you know, girl, got to keep up or whatever. Don't look at my nails now because they're not. So then he was like, so then when we were sitting there at the mall, we're chilling or whatever. And then he goes, Ricky, I love you. And I was like, what? And he was like, I love you. And I was like, Leon? I almost said his real name. I was like, Leon, What's going on? Like, are you dying? Like, is that what's happening? Like, is something like really wrong with you? And then he was like, he said, and then he comes up with this whole speech. He was like, Ricky, I love you. You're amazing. I know that you and I have had our ups and downs, but there's nobody else that I would rather argue with. There's nobody else that I would rather go through hard times with. You're beautiful. You're funny. You always are on it. You're a boss. You're this, that, and the other. And I'm sitting there just like, and at first I was like, this is really sweet. Like, I'm just like, I'm still gonna turn him down. I thought he was gonna ask me back out, but I'm still like, I said, this is really sweet. So I let him finish. I'm sitting there like this. I was like, oh, thank you. Your girl tries or whatever to be a girl boss. You feel me? But he was like, you're so beautiful. You're so wonderful. You really make me want to be a better man. And I was like, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt really good about it. Like, I'm thinking he's gonna ask me back out, and I was gonna say no, but I was gonna tell him that the no wasn't like permanent. Like, there was a chance for me to change my mind, but at that moment the answer was no. I was talking to somebody else. We had been through so much foolishness already. Y'all just don't know. But like, and then he says, he said, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And that's when I was kind of like, what? And then dude starts getting up. We're at the mall, bro. And I think the mall, like, they tore down the mall that I'm talking about in my hometown. They tore down that mall. And he gets on his knees. We're at the mall, bro. Like, he gets on his knee. And he pulled out a ring. Like, he pulled out a ring. Like, what the, like, what? Like, he pulls out a ring and he's like, Ricky, my middle name and my last name, will you marry me? And I was like, I'm sitting there and there's so many people watching. They're just like, and I'm sitting there just like, what the? I just walked away. I stood there for a second and I was looking and I got so mad because, like, why would you do this? First of all, I was 18. He was like 20. And I was like, I'm 18. I just got grown. I just got my independence, my freedom, and my ability to do whatever I want to. And now you want me to marry you? That's first. Second of all, we haven't been together in how long? And third of all, what happened the last time we was together? Police were called, my guy. Like, what? Like, I'm sitting there just like, there's so many reasons why this doesn't make any sense. So I was livid. Like, I was like, this dude is crazy. I just walked away at the mall. I was so heated. So I'm walking to my car. I walked straight outside. I was like, I'm going home. I am not doing this. I am not about to deal with this. He is crazy. He's lost his mind. Like, what the frick is wrong with him? Who raised him? What was going on? Like, you should be smacked in your head. And then he follows me. He's like, why would you just walk away? Then he's mad. And disclaimer, he's a psychopath. So he's mad. He's like, yo, he was like, how you just gonna walk away? Da, 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 da. I'm giving my heart to you. Da, 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 da. And I said, okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have walked away. But no, we cannot get married. We're not ready for marriage individually or as a couple. We're not even a couple. Like, we don't have that type of relationship where marriage would just make you and me and the volatile mess that is us worse. We do not need to get married. That is an awful idea. My mother has never even met you. That's another disclaimer. My mother, me and him had been on and off for so long, but my mother never even met him. For a reason, by the way. So, anyway. So I was like, yeah, this is insanity. His parents had met me, but he and me, I'm not even gonna go there. But I said, so, this is not a good idea. So then he's like, you're ungrateful, da, 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 I went out and bought this ring for you. Like, he starts cussing me out. And I mean, we in the parking lot, and I'm just like, because he's like going off me. He got his finger in my face, and that's like a real pet peeve of mine. Like, if you want to fight me, put your finger in my face, because I'll probably deck you. Like, honestly, like, that's like the most disrespectful thing. You don't put your finger in nobody's face, bro. But anyway, so he's putting his finger in my face, and I'm sitting there just like, all right, see, we about to box, because you don't put your finger in my face. And we're arguing back and forth or whatever, and he's like, and then he started calling me the B word. He was like, I'm an ungrateful B word, da, 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 da. He grabbed my arm. He like started yanking at me and stuff, and I'm small, so yanking at me really don't take that much effort. And I was calm, surprisingly, mainly because we were in public, but also because I already knew him, and I knew how crazy he was. And I knew, first of all, he wasn't gonna hit me because of what happened the last time he hit me. And second of all, I knew that he was just upset and he was going to start crying soon. So I was waiting for you know, him to get past his anger and get to the emotional part of him, because that's what he does. He gets really mad, and then once the fumes wear off, he gets really emotional. So then he's like, how could you do this? How could you do this? And I heard his voice start to break, and I was like, look, Leon, I'm sorry. I really do care about you, like genuinely I do, but like, you and I know that we're toxic for each other. We're not good for each other. We're not good together. We haven't been. We never were. Like, from day one, we were never good together. All we were was drama, arguments, fights, literally fights. Like, we don't need to be together. And he was like, and then so after that, he basically stalked me for the next 2 months. Blowing up my phone, texting me, calling me, like, you're gonna marry me, you're gonna marry me, you're gonna marry me. Like, you can force that? You can force me to marry you? Like, what? But, like, he basically did that. And, yeah, that was how I got proposed to. Like, that was the first time. I've been proposed to twice in my life. And that was the second time. That was the first time? I don't know. I got proposed to twice in my life, and they weren't that far apart from each other. But I've never been engaged. I will say that. I've never once been engaged. And I've never been proposed to by somebody I was in a relationship with. But yeah, so yeah, that was the story of how I got proposed to. I think that was my first time getting proposed to, and that's pretty much what happened. And I said no, clearly, and he did not take it well. It did not go well. Our relationship was not a relationship. It was the most toxic relationship I've ever been in my life. And I've never even seen anybody else, like even on TV. I've never seen other relationships that were this toxic. It's just bad. It was like soap opera toxic kind of toxic relationship. That's the kind of toxic that it was. Yeah, that's the story, you guys. So if you enjoyed that story, you ain't seen nothing yet when it comes to Leon. Because Leon, something else. Gonna be many, many, many stories to come about Leon. So yeah, if you enjoyed this story, then go ahead and give this a thumbs up and comment in the comment section down below. Like I said, if you are new, then go ahead and subscribe and turn on your notification bell. If you have not done that already, I will give you a few seconds to do so. If you are not new to this channel, then thanks so much for watching, and I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.